So I chose to do my project on the lack of mental health resources at universities. In order to get my point across, I wanted to focus in on some specific questions and just answer those the best to my ability. So, what is mental health? Maybe we can see that a little better. There we go. Okay, what is mental health? So, there's a long definition here that we're not going to read because I made it small on purpose so that people wouldn't read it, but it was given by the United States Surgeon General, defining mental health. In order to really sum this up, which he did also do, mental health is positive psychology. That is the definition given by the same guy. So, why is mental health resources at universities important? I didn't write that all out, but you get the idea. So, a lot of college students are going through a lot of changes, some including moving out, going far from home. Some people don't go far from home, but those that do lose their support systems because their family has always been there, but now they're not right there. They can always call them, but it's not the same. But also, they're making new friends, gaining new relationships, losing friends, losing relationships, going through a lot of different, maybe growing families, just different changes that sometimes aren't easy to cope with. A lot of losses and gains, but some might be harder than others, and some people might take them differently. So, that said, a lot of college students are also stereotypically poor. So, and I say poor, but they're literally poor. So we can't, not all of us can just use our money to go see a psychologist regularly. We can't put our money into our mental health, basically. So, in order to really get the college students the help that they need, colleges need to have those resources available. Not saying that we don't, because we do. A lot of colleges have those resources included in the tuition fees, like USU. But is that really enough? So, what's the problem? Like I said, is it enough? Not really. They don't, ours specifically at Utah State, don't really have enough access. We have a few psychologists, not all of them. If you don't click with one of them, it's kind of hard to get in with another one. So if one of them fits your schedule, it's most likely that that's the one that you're gonna have to go with because they don't have like super flexible schedules. I know that from personal like research and trying to get in and just to see a psychologist and all that fun stuff. Yeah, so that's hard to get into. So it's not super accessible. Yeah, that's how you say it. So, and also, some people still struggle, even though it's become more normal. I'll kind of move out. But some people still struggle with admitting that they need help. I know that I always did growing up, that I was hard-headed, and I didn't want to admit that I needed to see a psychologist. So I would always just like deny. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I can deal with it on my own. I know that a lot of people are like that, especially like at this age, because they're like, oh yeah, I'm independent. I got this. Like, it's all on me. I don't need to worry about it, all of that. But the fact is, sometimes we can't do it alone. Some people might be able to, but not all of us can. So some of those people that can do it alone and won't seek help don't exactly have those resources. That said, some universities do have those. So they require that all students, in order to graduate, have to take a mental health class. While it isn't one-on-one, they do learn a lot if they're there and like learning. If they're actually participating, they will learn a lot about their own mental health, but also how to help others. So, that said, what are we doing at Utah State? Or what is the Utah State Board doing about mental health? So, like I'd already mentioned, we do have the psychologist on campus that we pay for with student fees. What else have they done? They are also adding more fees in order to hire more psychologists in order to fit more student schedules. So, that said, that, like I had said about this kids not admitting for help, so maybe we do get those more psychologists, but we still don't get everyone into a psychologist because maybe they're not willing to go, or maybe their schedule's still too busy and they still don't think they have time to go. This definitely is kind of off topic from this, but it's kind of on topic. Utah State is really trying, but there's some things that other universities are doing that we're not, that could be helpful. So my final thoughts on basically just mental health and resources and all that. Obviously mental health is a big deal for me, and being a psychology major, I cannot get the words out. Human development / psychology major, I think a lot about mental health and for others and how to help others, but everyone's different and we might all need something different, and it's important to know what everyone's, not to know, but to at least have a variety of what people need in order to get across a more broader or bigger group, so we can help more people and prevent suicides within universities. Not completely, but at least minimize them to a really short number. Other than that, I have my Works Cited page that I will link in there, probably in a separate thing, but yeah, other than that, that's it.